Alright guys, this one's not a bug, but it is something you want to be aware of. So Winter Queen here, end of your turn if there is frost on both enemy rows, summon self from your deck to your ranged row, so that's end of turn effect. Then we have the devotion effect below this. Once both players have passed, boost self by 2 for each turn of frost remaining, so that triggers when the opponent passes. This isn't a big deal in most games. In most games what's going to happen is something like this. We've got frost out, the opponent's passed. In this example, most of the time this won't be the case. So at this point, we put out some frost, Winter Queen will come out of the deck. At some point later in the game, in this case it's this turn, you'll pass, and at when both players have passed, she'll boost herself. Well, actually most times she'll be dead, but this is what should happen. Now the interesting case here is if the opponent has already passed and she's not out of your deck yet. This is the one that might surprise you. So end of your turn, if there's frost in both enemy rows, we summon her out. So we will put frost out here with our Eredin, and then she will summon out. And then we will be down by 1 point. And if she boosts herself by the pass effect, we will win the round. If she doesn't boost herself, we will lose the round. And we know she's not going to boost herself here. This is the important interaction. If as your last say Winter Queen comes out, and the opponent's already passed, she'll summon out of her deck with her end of turn effect, but she will not boost herself. So in this case, we're going to pass, and she comes out and does not boost herself. Now this is not a bug. This is intended. So here, if we take a look, I'll show you real quickly here. We're going to have our Naglfar's crew has an end of turn effect. So we'll play the Naglfar's crew, put out its effect, and now when we pass, the end of turn effect takes place afterward. So we pass, and then it's the end of turn effect, like this. Another really interesting way to show this would be with the Mahakam Horn. That's the only, and Catwitcher is our example here. Catwitcher is our end of turn effect for the opponent. The interesting thing here is Mahakam Horn is the only other card in the game that triggers when the opponent passes, or when a player passes. In this case, it's the opponent. Winter Queen's both players, so when your opponent passes, boosts both units by 4. And in this case, we'll show with the card triggering instead of just the gameplay mechanic. And our opponent has a Catwitcher, which we gave them with an operator just for this example. Now, when they pass, you'll notice that the well, you'll see what happens here. So they play the last card, they pass, our trap triggers, then the Catwitcher moves. So another example here with the card triggers is that, remember that pass is before end of turn. So in this case, Winter Queen will not trigger because the pass condition is already met if you're last saying here and the opponent's passed. But yeah, that's the Winter Queen interaction. If the opponent's already passed, keep in mind that if you pull her out of your deck, she will not trigger if it's your last card. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just keep that in mind. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's a pretty interesting interaction here. Just keep that in mind that you want to make sure you know that her pass effect won't take place if she's summoning out on the last turn. But that'll do for this one, guys.